Our Gulf Coast MakerCon 2015 coverage is proudly powered by the Microsoft Store. Go ahead and imagine presenting the thinnest and lightest Surface ever, the Surface 3. The perfect balance of performance and value for students, families, and more. Pre-order yours today or check out all the other latest gadgets at f5live.tv/Microsoft.
At Sumo, we used to, when we'd hire a new person, they were required to bring us a list of 10 things that sucked. Did not necessarily matter what they were, just 10 things that suck so that you can go through the process. Well, let's figure out how you might solve that problem, because that's where new products come from. Speaking of new products, we have somebody new next to us. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm John Hobbs.
And you are from?
My company's Athletes Performance Gear, and I'm here locally.
Very cool. You've brought stuff here. What have you got?
So what I have is a water bottle system for people that run or walk for fitness. Basically, they envelop the hand so you don't really have to hold it. When you get thirsty, you hit a trigger. A valve opens in the bottle. You can then drink. Okay. They're sold and used in pairs, so they encourage proper form and posture while you run and walk for fitness.
Absolutely.
I have a strap, too, for people that want a strap, so both ways, so when you're cruising along. But what really interesting is they're designed to add weights, so you can get that extra workout.
Wow.
They're also designed to be stackable. You can add flashlight with strobe, too. And what's really cool about these, though, there's a lot of other things. Like this design, it distributes the weight of the water around the hand. It holds 15 ounces. I know it doesn't. People think 6 ounces, 6 to 8 ounces.
Yeah.
But it holds 15 ounces. Okay. So I ran 20 miles the last cold snap we had. Okay. I stopped at 3 miles to fill them up because I knew it was going to be 14 miles before I seen water again. So I got there and I finished my run completely hydrated. So it was cool. So we're launching this in a few months.
Cool. So the idea is the hand weights that are not uncommon for joggers and runners, putting them to use.
Basically correct. The biggest advantage here, though, weight, it makes it hard to stay hydrated because you can't hydrate it. But the other thing about weight is they also stay that heavy. So if you don't want weights, this weighs 19 ounces full and 4 ounces empty, so they never become a burden to use. Gotcha.
So as your run progresses, the weight, and you get tired, the weight gets less.
Correct. So they don't become a burden.
That's a great transition.
Yes.
Especially if you're running for a long period of time.
Yes, because
at some point I can imagine you just want to put the weights down and abandon them. I am done with this. I have to go.
Well, it's funny you say that because when I'm doing 20, at the end of the run, it's not simple still drinking. It's just this little bit of weight is hard to get up there. Sure. But, you know, it's better to stay hydrated than it is to become dehydrated and injure yourself, because that's one of the biggest causes of injuries people don't realize is dehydration. And then what happens? You cramp up. Right. Takes longer to recover. You don't feel as good during and after your workout. So all those things come with dehydration.
And it demotivates you for the next time.
Yeah, exactly. So just by staying hydrated, no matter how you do it, you end up with a better workout. You feel better during and after your run. You recover quicker. So it's something you definitely want to consider. And I actually have the Athletes Performance Gear water bottle system is the best system on the market. And we're launching in a few months with a direct response commercial.
Cool.
I've already raised quite a bit of capital.
Nice.
And by the end of the month, I should be fully capitalized. I am 506C compliant and have a full plan. I have my whole distribution set up from manufacturing to fulfillment center to everything in between, the credit card processing, the CRMs, the fulfillment center. You name it, it's all set up, ready to go.
Very nice. How long have you been working on this?
That's
always a good question.
longer than most people could imagine. I actually, it's double digits in years, but I crashed and burned the company around the idea.
Okay.
Because I didn't have a minimal viable product. I do now, and at the same time, the advantage during the time I crashed and I had lost my passion, and my passion came back last year, June 5th, last year.
Okay.
Since then, I've done a whole lot, and I've raised quite a bit of capital, and it's just really exciting to have my passion back for it because I know how good they are for the market.
So you have a specific date that you know offhand the day your passion came back.
Yes,
What was the thing that changed?
Well, my CEO of my company, she's Yulia Lutzkino. She kept pushing me because I bankrupted a company.
Right.
I was hurt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And she kept
Emotionally distressing.
Yeah.
Something like that happened.
Yeah, and so she kept pushing. Oh, is that all? Is it? And so it wasn't that day she did it, but it was like a day or two after the last time she put the needle. It's like all of a sudden it came back. So that day I incorporated.
Okay.
Once my passion came back, within a month I had a business plan. Within 3 months I had a full private placement memorandum complete. And these I all wrote myself. And so I was really excited. And then what Yulia, my CEO, is bringing to the table is we have a clothing line that she's designed. Her designs used to get knocked off in Russia.
Oh.
So now we'll complete a clothing line that creates a look with the bottles. So,
Interesting.
So when we sell on TV, we won't be selling the clothing line, but when they call, we'll be doing upsells and cross-sells of the clothing line, the weight attachments, flashlight with strobe, but then we also have an electrolyte. And the electrolyte's one of the best on the market, and so what we'll encourage, if they purchase, if you'd like a discount off the whole order, purchase the electrolyte and put it on a contingency.
Nice.
Very cool. So you are good to go. You've got this thing planned out.
Yes, it's definitely planned, step by step.
Very good.
And you gotta love how like looking back and now seeing, like in hindsight, seeing your idea come to life. It's gotta feel great.
It feels good, and knowing that I have the full knowledge on how to grow a company huge. Because unlike a lot of people, I was fortunate and was trained by somebody that's very successful for the last 3 years.
Right.
And he taught me this exact system Steve Jobs used to grow Apple.
Nice.
So yeah, my dreams and goals for the company are huge.
Okay.
We're starting with the 3 flagship, but the company is Athletes Performance Gear, so we will be adding other products in. And at one stage during our next fundraising, we will end up probably opening our own stores, and we'll just keep growing it from there. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Sounds like it. Well, we appreciate you coming and talking to us today and showing off the product.
Well, I appreciate you having me here. It was very, very enjoyable. You're easy to speak with.
Well, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Have a good rest of the show.
All right, you too. Thank you.
Thank you.